Hello everyone,
Hello.
we should be live now. Hello and welcome to this Fatshark stream. I thought I heard a weird, but it was nothing. Welcome. I'm Tim. I'm a developer here at Fatshark. I do all kinds of stuff, cinematics mostly, but this stream is not about cinematics.
No.
Or TA. It's about level design.
Yes.
So we have two wonderful level designers with us here today. So let's introduce you.
I am Jacopo. I am originally from Italy, and I've been at Fatshark for almost 4 years now. And I've worked on a bunch of events for levels. Mainly I worked on Train, the rolling steel.
But also a lot of other levels.
And also,
Yeah, we had a challenge to see who would say an internal name first.
I did.
Yeah,
And
so
you
you did
just,
it immediately.
You won the game.
But I mean, it's a train, so...
The train level.
And then before that, Ascension Riser, Smelter Complex, Logistratum, let's see if I remember, Excise Vault,
Oui.
and there's one more.
Fifth.
I'm gonna read it.
Yeah.
Actually,
You did a lot on...
I think I said all of them.
Yeah,
So,
so, yeah. Cool. I'm Carl. I'm also a level designer. I've been here for roughly the same amount of time as Jacopo. I started like 5 months before. Both of us has pretty much touched every level at some point, but in some levels it's been like, fix a bug, going from all the way to like blocking out something from the start. I worked on Magistrati, Warren, Archivarum. No, it's called Archive. We're so bad with external names because we have internal names.
We always
Archivum,
use...
Sycorax, Consignment Yard, and also with Complex a bit also. But yeah.
Yeah,
I guess that's it. Yeah.
I mean, we spent 2 years basically having only the internal names.
Yeah,
Yes.
we're so used to them that it's...
Some of the external names we saw just before we released them.
Yeah, and when you work in the engine or in the level editor, you have to search the internal names, so they stick.
They do.
Stick hard.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
And also they're they're shorter, so I mean...
Sticks in your head.
And easier.
And easier.
Yeah.
Except Resurgence, that was pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds like something coming back or something.
I mean, Rolling Steel is really good.
That was
That's quite an easy name.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah.
So, to start off with, we have a little game here for you, and it's not Darktide, it's Darktide related. We're gonna show you some blockout pictures from the levels, and you can guess them in the chat, and if you're correct, you'll get a key. Steam key, right?
If you're the first one.
If you're the first
Yes,
one.
yes.
So
And
it's a speed game.
And you need to write the complete name.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, good luck.
Yeah, and if any devs are watching, no internal names.
There's gonna be varying difficulty. Some are gonna be super easy, I think.
Yes.
And some we're gonna have to be nice and explain a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, some might be impossible, but we will solve it. Yeah, the complete names. It's supposed to be hard. So
all the numbers and dashes.
The numbers are important. So let's go over to the correct screen. Let me see that I don't mess it up. Ooh, success. So
the question I saw there, Smelter Complex. So Metal Fab, I guess, is the zone.
Yeah, Metal Fab is
so
the
it's
zone.
the level name and not the zone name, I guess.
yes. So this is the first lockout.
Yes.
So if you guess it correctly first, you get a Darktide Steam key that you can give to your friends if you don't already have.
There are some
or if you
similarities
already
to
have
this, how it looks now, but it's also quite different.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah. Yeah,
there's some very big differences.
But the iconic things are mostly there.
Yeah.
It was in a devlog, yes. There is a bunch of them that were from the devlog.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. There's some that has not been in devlogs also.
Yeah.
So, do you remember the name for this one?
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
super duper.
Has anyone guessed it correctly?
Not yet? Or is it? Is it that one?
It's this
So someone has got it ready. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I think we should say
Yeah,
it.
okay, yeah. Then we have our winner,
Yeah.
Mitra Draug.
Yeah.
Because it is indeed Chasm Lord Stratum. We didn't even write
We
the full
didn't
name.
write- yeah.
You did.
You did.
You guys are better than
Congratulations.
us.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. So yeah, the biggest change here is that you can see my mouse.
Yeah.
This was where you exited the level, right? Or
The event.
chunk.
Yeah,
the
the
event,
event. Exactly.
But now it's on the side, and it looks a bit different. Yeah.
Yeah. Was it a
And there's
hacking?
also like tons of like cogitators and stuff on the upper platform.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a hacking event here?
It was,
even back
but
then?
it was on that little cogitator that you see down here.
Oh, down. Okay.
Yeah.
So you had to go into the.
So
hole.
it was terrible. because you had to stand with your back.
Yeah.
And then you got flooded with enemies, and there's like no space to go.
And it's also one of those places where, like, when the gate actually opens, you're not gonna see it.
Right.
You can have your back towards it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, definitely not good. So it's a good thing that we changed it, because now you are hacking up there, and you actually see the door opening when it happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're facing this direction,
Yeah.
which makes it easier. And then it was set up as a sort of defense, because we have 2 floors, and you can also go up there and defend. The intention was that you could use that upper floor to shoot enemies while the others were hacking.
But now that's the main place. where you stand. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then, players develop different strats, and
Yeah.
All right.
This one I think people are gonna.
Yes, this one
Very quickly.
feels pretty
Yes.
easy. It's got an iconic
Yes.
piece right there. So if
But
you
it has
get it
changed
first,
quite a bit since this image.
yeah.
Yeah. And we both have worked on this event actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that was quick.
Yeah, they've already gotten it.
boom.
Yeah.
Was it?
FKT 1 to 3, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Well done. It is indeed Relay Station.
Interesting.
TRS 150.
Like, it could be interesting to talk about how much this event has changed.
Oh.
The first version, it was like almost like a giant fan in the bottom.
Oh.
Right.
So like
Right here.
that, like the blades were like totally out, and then they just like angled and went back, so you could go down. But it caused so many issues with like nav mesh and enemy pathing and whatnot.
Oh.
And then Jacob had the idea to have it on the side,
Yes.
which was really cool. And he made this that you can see now. And then towards the end, I came in and opened up a little bit and built some of the sides. So there's been many iterations on this event.
Oh. Yeah. There.
And also, when we had the sand going down, we didn't really have it set up like we do with elevators. So it would basically go down, but you stayed up there.
Okay.
So you would float on an
Yeah.
invisible plane, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very hard to pull off.
Yeah. And we will contact the winners of this after the stream. So if you win, you will get your key after the stream. Yeah. I like this event. Was it always a luggable event? Or,
Yeah,
I think so, yeah.
No?
Yeah.
Yeah, even the first versions was
Yeah,
a
yeah,
luggable event, yeah.
Oh.
This
And this one is also
very
easy.
easy also.
I think
Yeah.
this event is probably the most iconic one in the game. I would say.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, it's been called like Skull Tower or Tower of Skulls.
Pillar of Skulls.
Yeah, Pillar of Skulls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a servitor called on it.
Oh.
Yeah, but we have the winner already.
All right. But that's the correct one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
access
yes.
splatter.
Excess Splater.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's Vault, Excise Vault, Spirocide 13. Oh no, actually,
Oh,
you're.
no,
Sorry. Fake news.
no.
that was, Excise Vault. So Mr. Antics is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. The
Yeah,
correct
I
name.
missed the excise. God damn it.
But you
Excise
rebuilt
Vault.
this event.
Yeah.
I forgot how it looked before.
It was basically kind of like a flat room. We still had the side part on the left side there, where the container is. But it was, we didn't have the same amount of verticality, sort of. And it was kind of split between 2 parts. So you had to go here and then into the side room, but they weren't really connected. And the space didn't really have any identity. It was basically just like a room. And the Pillar of Skulls basically gave us the identity of this.
And also
the
like a
servitor
very
colony.
like
It's like
iconic
it's a centerpiece that
Yeah.
kind of everyone can.
there's quite a lot of more skulls now.
Yeah. Yeah, who came up with I think we have a piece of
Yes, here's some concept.
here's some concept art
Yeah.
with more skulls.
Really cool concept art.
It's so cool. And I love how the servitor colony looks overall. I've never really seen anything like it in other media. So who came up with the idea for the servitor colony?
Fredrik came up with the idea,
Oh.
and then he pitched it to concept art, and then they made this this beautiful concept.
Yeah,
Nice.
we got good concept artists.
Yeah. So
Yes, this I'm gonna, because this image is taken from a perspective. Like, I built this block out long ago, and the path wasn't made for the other level that goes through here, but they guessed it correct immediately anyway, so my explanation wasn't needed at all. Yeah.
So let's double check that it's the full name. Yes.
Yes.
So,
But as you players know, you can actually not stand on that. Yeah, in Barrows you can stand there, but in this version of it, you could walk over the bridge, but it caused issues with like guidance, and people lost their way in this chunk, so we had to sort of block it off. Yeah.
Yeah. So Thelirem,
Yes.
I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. You win this one. Well done. Yeah. It's always funny to see these super early ones with with the default skybox.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good though.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Very more bright tide.
Yeah. Finally.
Sunny tide.
And here's concept art for the same level.
Yeah, but not the same place.
No.
But yeah.
It's nice. Throne side is so nice.
Yeah.
What's it called externally? I don't know.
Abzone something, I think.
Oh. Upper high spire.
Abzone and then some numbers, maybe.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So here we have another one. This one is pretty iconic.
Yes,
as
this
well.
is.
I don't think.
I have some interesting.
Yeah,
he guessed it.
Nice.
That was quick.
This was when I started Fatshark. This chunk was the first thing I built.
No, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So congratulations, Smallerino.
Yes, that
you
was
guessed
very
correctly.
fast.
4 and 619. Extremely fast.
One thing is also that you can't see. That was incredibly fast.
We thought this was going to take a little while, but people are just.
You actually get to see some of the gizmos in the game.
Yeah.
How it looks more like when we work and we haven't removed the gizmos. So like those sort of crosses with the weird thing going above it, that's like the main path, and we have to have like breaks when there's like a drop or something. And the red thing with the P, that's a pickup. Yes.
Spawner.
Yes.
So it could
And
spawn.
the sort of like dice you see on the lower bridge, that's nav mesh seed points. So the points where we have placed them, everything it's connected to, like builds nav mesh, so the enemies and the bots can move on it.
Yeah, it basically is like it basically a marker for the surface.
Yeah.
And then the nav mesh will build on that surface because there is that seed point. Yeah.
Right.
So we have to have multiple, because if we have an island, then that island might not have a nav mesh if we don't have a seed point.
Right.
So yeah.
And the orange things are they always covers?
Yes.
Or-
Yeah. And they are automatically generated based on nav mesh. So for example, it will generate nav mesh. Here it will generate nav mesh all
And it can automatically build like the way we see it when we have everything activated is like we see small dots where all the bots and enemies can like take position. So that like it's easier, like behind this cover like 3 enemies can fit or whatever. Yeah.
Right. Oh, very cool. Here we have the next one.
I think this is easy, but
this one feels easy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because this one is a bit later. This is after. So what would you call this pass?
No.
We have it.
Yeah. I wonder who that is.
No. Oh yeah. Now I have it. Yeah. Yes.
Second level.
This is also like I rebuilt this part. This part of level looked entirely different originally, and we need to rebuild it because it has some issues. But it was like a little bit later in production where we were like we wanted to like build with some basic art immediately. So also added some lights and stuff and tried to create some mood. But normally your blockouts don't look like this.
Yeah.
But it is a blockout.
Right.
But it has still like gotten even more art and like more lights and everything since then.
Yeah, it was pretty dark.
Yeah,
Yes, it is
very
very
dark.
dark. Yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
So, is this a dev internally? 2N dev?
Yeah, I don't think we can accept that.
No, that's not okay.
It's yeah.
Yeah, no one else has gotten it
Is
or
it?
written it, I guess.
Or
Write it fast. Write it fast.
Okay.
Yeah, we will investigate you, 2N dev.
Yeah.
This is insider trading.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's not.
But 2N dev was correct. It's Magistrat will be at TM8707.
Also, if you're a dev, you probably have
the game.
Yeah, so why?
Yeah.
But
Otherwise, I guess ME.
Yeah, ME XL.
Yeah. Just my two just copied it.
Yes.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, it works.
I mean,
yeah,
it's also called just being smart.
for sure. And here's a concept of it.
Yeah.
I don't think we had these, or do we have these in the game with like bloody?
It looks a
Yeah.
bit different, but we still have like the sort of cell. Is there nothing in front of the cells?
I don't think so.
No, but
Very bad cells.
Yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
Can't
honestly.
keep anyone inside. Yeah.
This is why they got out.
But I guess
No one's
they
in
weren't
them.
even
But
cells.
there's some like architecture.
They were basically
about that.
people were like thrown down there and like I guess
Oh, yeah.
um,
Yeah, that we don't have.
no.
That's very 40k though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put them in there and just like, poof,
Yeah.
you're going to it.
Meat grinder.
Into
Yeah.
the mess hall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We had this entire like, I don't know if it's like official, but internal narrative about Enforcer. Because first you come in and it's like more like a 40k police station, and then later you come into like what looks like a courtroom. So we had this entire thing that it was like 40k speed court. So you're like in that court and they're like basically guilty for everyone, and then it's straight into the jail cells. Like the 40k version of a justice system.
Yeah,
I don't know how exact that is law-wise, but I like to believe it's super correct.
It would be the most efficient part of the administrative.
Yeah.
I guess it's part of the administrative.
But this changed quite a lot, I think. Like from
Yeah.
the concept,
Yeah.
like the base is there, but yes, it did change quite a lot.
It's always cool to see what changes. Here's the next one. This one is iconic.
It
in
hasn't
its
changed
simplicity.
much
Yeah.
in terms of layout and
And I mean, it's just a pathway down, but it feels so. I don't know. It gets in my brain. Is this the correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Didn't FKT 1, 2, 3 already won?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Is that the full name? We're so bad at
Full names.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah,
the full
it's
names.
not it's the FKT 1, 2, 3, I guess. Or
Since
Or which one was it? Yeah.
since you've already won,
Yeah.
Oh, they've already won.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then
So-
I guess it's the guy who's very smart.
Yeah. XI underscore.
Yeah.
Congratulations, you are the winner since the other people won.
Yeah.
It's very impressive, nevertheless.
If you know you have already won,
Yeah.
you can wait with the answer.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
FKT, you're a
Yeah.
machine. Mr. Antics, you too. So it's
Yes.
Vigil Station Oblivion. Super smart.
Yeah, this is just before the end.
Yeah. So this just was perfect off the blockout.
Yes.
Or during blockout, I guess. Yeah. I like
Thing
this
wrong.
blue water.
Yeah, perfect.
They're very-
water planes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Descriptive. Or you get what they are.
yeah.
And it was always like the elevator idea was super early, right?
Yeah.
Of ending certain
I mean, there
actions
was
with
one
an
version
elevator.
that looked different, but then we wanted to have like you come out and you like see the elevator above the sort of chasm where the water goes down.
Yeah.
Because in this part you just want to get to the end quickly because the enemies are still spawning behind you.
Yeah.
I had a few wipes on those doors. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. That
Yeah.
tends to happen on tight spaces.
Yeah.
And here's this is just concept art. There's two correct answers to this.
Yeah.
We have it.
I think if you get the both of them.
I mean,
or-
it's a shared.
No, I mean that's kind of mean when someone says that. But yeah. Can
Full
they share a
names.
prize?
They get half the key each.
Okay.
Wait. That's co-op.
Yes.
Half a key. So I guess we
it
go.
works for both.
Yeah.
It's not Refinery Delta though.
No.
So
it's Relay Station TRS 150 and Excise Vault Spireside 13.
yeah.
So congratulations, Tavern God. God indeed. This was a really...
This is the consulate.
Yeah.
So now we have
I mean,
Windows.
What?
Now we have like windows and like broken.
Yeah.
But yeah, in this concept, they weren't there. But we also have another concept that actually has the windows.
Oh. Yeah, and this is like meant to be a star map or something, right?
I don't know.
I think they have a line.
But we still have the globe with the planets.
Yeah.
This is one of those chunks that I think every single level designer at one point have touched.
Yes,
Oh.
100%.
How usual is that?
Very common.
Oh.
Yeah, at least I would say it's not common in every chunk that you have touched and like done proper work, but I think everybody fixed a bug in every.
For sure.
Yeah, but this is like a shared chunk. It's 2 levels. It's yeah.
Someone has for sure moved some pickups around, and
Yeah.
if they were in some prop or something, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's it for the game. Thank you for playing and guessing. I'm really impressed with how fast people were.
Yeah.
on the
Yes,
names.
yes.
That's
Some of them were like the
incredible.
Warren one was crazy fast.
Yeah,
Almost feel like he was ready. He knew it already.
so psychic. So here we have some concept art for the zones. So this is the hourglass, the dust internally. I guess this idea went into the level.
Yeah, there is a part on. I don't remember if it's a relay station.
Yeah.
When you sort of go towards the end, you still see some like big fan in the background. And it's not like that.
Yeah. But
That
this
looks
is
like
to like create the mood
yeah.
for art and everything when we actually art the level.
But yeah, this was mostly for like the bigger backdrop, like
Yeah.
the big dome that you see when you play the level. That kind of shields you from the outside.
Yeah.
Then it sets the mood for that, and that it's sort of like a location in between the outside and the actual hive city.
I like the comment. We're 600 hours and I still don't know the names of the maps. We work on it and we still barely know.
Yeah, if we can have internal
Yeah.
names, we would be.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this concept is awesome. I agree, Emery.
Yeah.
It's a, or sorry if I, Emery.
Yeah.
It's a. We have some really good concept artists. Sadly, I don't know exactly who did this,
Yeah.
and maybe they don't want to get shouted out. But it's a beautiful one. Here, I think I hit the name, but this one it would be impossible because it
This one
changed quite a lot.
changed a lot.
Yeah,
But it would be fun if someone can, this is more a zone.
yeah,
If someone can guess the zone.
yeah. Do we have another key? Oh, we have another key. So if you guess which zone this is, you'll get a key.
Yeah. This
Darktide
one is probably the most difficult one.
Not if they've already won one.
Not if you already won.
No.
Yes. It's not
The rain
torrent.
level.
No, not the rain level.
I think they would just guess all of them. Then we will stop you.
If you spam, you win.
Yeah. After a while, we can start giving hints.
This might take
Yeah.
a while.
This one is really hard. So this is a zone rather than a mission.
Yeah.
So how does that process work? Do we usually do like zone art and then we start thinking, like how does that process go?
I mean, I was gonna check it's not correct.
No.
Sorry. I mean, it's been a little bit. No,
we
we
have
have. How we got it?
Yeah, coolly.
Yeah. Okay, now I saw it.
Coolly.
The carnival.
It has been a little bit different from zone to zone, but especially for the ones that were like released on launch, it started with like narrative, I would guess.
Yeah.
For many of them, like building up a narrative for a specific part of the hive, and they wrote down like all the things that are going on in that, what kind of people live there, how it has fallen into maybe the hands of the cultist or traitor guard or whatever, and then we could use that narrative to come up with ideas and pitches for levels, and then we start to build the levels from there.
Yeah, exactly.
And,
I think I remember seeing a document where it was like, this is how many people live in there.
Yeah,
this is the level of
and it was really
organization.
detailed. Like,
Yeah.
But it is quite different because like Carnival now is like all bricks and like red.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
This is not bricks and it's not
this is
red.
very early. Yeah,
Almost feels like a Star Wars
Yeah.
scene.
yeah. Yeah, I just have that Star Wars music in my head. But yeah, you know which one I talk about.
Yeah. And that's it for the showcase of
Yeah.
pre-prod stuff.
Congrats to the winners.
Yeah. So we'll contact all the winners after the stream. So if you won, you'll get your key after the stream. And yeah, very nice. So now I think we'll start a mission
We shall play.
and just take questions, talk about the missions we're playing.
We can try to talk something about specific things in the level if something we worked on or
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love to hear like feedback, thoughts, like
yeah,
Yeah.
just give it to us, questions, anything.
as many questions as possible. Is nice.
Yes.
A question, or I don't think any of these are available as wallpapers, but they should be up on ArtStation somewhere, probably.
It would be super
Some
nice to
artists
make
must
our
have.
concepts.
Yeah,
to-
maybe not the
yeah.
blockouts.
They
Oh,
are available as wallpapers on our website.
Okay.
they are available as wallpapers
All of
on
them?
our website.
Or-
Like, not the blockout.
Not the blockouts.
Yeah.
No.
If you're
If you
insane
want,
about that.
if you want blockout images for your wallpapers,
We can
it would
send
be
them.
very humbled.
Yeah,
It would be.
I mean there
But
is
they kind of look like shit.
there is something charming about the
Yeah.
blockiness of them.
Let's see. What we can play. We can play consignment yard. We can play. Yeah.
Oh, so
I've worked quite a lot of that.
yeah, then we'll do that. So I'll be playing on Sedition because we want to showcase the level and not necessarily me dying. So we'll go baby mode. Sorry.
They might have had their share of seeing you dying.
I will say I've done pretty well.
Yeah, you've done pretty well.
I'm the
yes.
best controller player
Yeah,
in
definitely.
the office.
Yep.
So
That's pretty good.
yes, and it's also yeah, it's not a huge huge
Yeah,
win.
it's you and two others.
Yeah, me, Ola, and maybe some.
They will never have enough of you dying, so I mean, you're doing pretty well.
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, playing on controller is
Yeah.
really hard. I can't do it. Like,
No.
I swear to God, it's easier than it seems. Because as long as you play with my weird settings, as long as you have like 6 cents on the right stick so you can
Yeah.
swing around,
yeah.
then it's
Controllers for me are for third person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I used to think that, and then I was forced to test Xbox for
yeah.
a month or so. So yeah, here we have.
Yes.
What difficulty do we play when we want a challenge?
And we want a challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, 5 at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends because it changed. I think.
Depends on which group we have.
Yeah, but
Some
Sure.
people it's impossible to do
yeah,
that.
but it also changed. I think
Yeah.
because like
Yeah.
I don't know, a year ago,
Yeah.
it might have been a 4. Or yeah, and then when we introduced like all the skills and talents,
Then for a
then-
little while it was easier.
yeah, then it kind of changed and
Yeah.
we went on stuff.
I remember working on this chunk. A lot of the main structures were kind of there in this chunk when I took it over, but there wasn't, for example, that path through the building.
Oh, this
wasn't there. The path underneath wasn't there, and I tried to build it in a way where it's kind of like obvious still where you should go. So like both of these kind of like side pathy areas, both have drops out to like push you towards a certain direction. Because this is otherwise a chunk that could easily be a chunk you would get a little bit lost in. So I had to work a bit on like guidance and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what are some usual tricks you use to guide players?
To guide, it's like frame things, how we put up lighting. Like we get a little help in Darktide also because enemies spawn along the main path. But also like you can sometimes do tricks with how you place pipes and stuff like that. And yeah, there's tons of stuff you can do.
Subtle things.
Lighting helps.
Right.
Yeah.
Like orange lights seems to be the way.
Yeah, and like have some sort of contrasting light towards the direction you're going in. So here is even the brightest lights out here, but there's a contrasting light in the there.
Yep.
People wouldn't get lost in this little area
No.
anyway, but yeah, just for an example.
People have done those.
Were we 40k fans before we worked on this?
I became a really, like when I started at Fatshark, I knew about 40k, and I used to like paint minis and stuff when I was a kid. But when I started at Fatshark, I like read a lot of like lore and stuff and started paint a lot of minis. I read like books like Eisenhorn and a bunch of other ones, like several of the Horus Heresy. And,
I wasn't a fan, and
you didn't hate it.
I mean, honest. I'm gonna be honest here.
Okay.
Like every time I saw a 40k game, I was like, that's not for me. Because it was like these weird top-down
Like
Strategy game.
strategy
Yeah.
games, and that is like not my favorite type of game.
Yeah.
But like Darktide, first-person shooters, then it's a different thing. And I feel like I got a lot more interested in. Oh my god,
Oh.
what the hell is that?
How
This is
could you
good
do
as we
this?
see it.
Yeah.
Well, you can see.
Live bug report.
Can we pick it up? No, someone picked it up. No.
Can you take
Okay.
can you take a screenshot and send it to us afterwards?
It's fine. They'll flip it.
They're gonna clip it for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I grew into it a lot.
Yeah.
But also like the setting we have is something that grew on us. Like building Hive City is a very
Yeah,
unique thing. Like trying to build something that is claustrophobic but feels huge at the same time.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was really hard. I've heard people say, like building completely
Yeah.
like interior vistas.
Yeah. Yeah, we couldn't just put a skybox and be done with it.
Yeah.
It's like there has to be art in pretty much every direction you look at.
Oh,
you didn't see anything. That picture was exactly what it was meant to be.
intended.
Yeah,
Yes.
Singed influence.
this is actually a really interesting place, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
like when I worked here, it wasn't like a big hole in the beginning.
Yeah.
It was like a door, and I felt that it didn't like push players in there. And also, it looks cool to have like being blown up.
Yeah.
And also, you could get monsters spawn there, and they come out of it just before you come around the corner, which always feels kind of like cinematic and cool.
I love the showers.
Yeah. There's also the puzzle.
And I love that we can actually turn them on.
Yeah, now
Yeah.
you don't even know the puzzle. I can see immediately. You destroyed it.
I'm here to
Yeah.
sabotage my
Yeah.
fellow teammates. Oh,
I made
is it
puzzle
only the
also.
ones with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. Too
Yeah.
late. But I love where we showcase like this is where they shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And
is
like
where they
the
take
workers live.
Yeah.
Like, this is like this chunk is called internally called the worker section.
No.
So there's also like certain doors in certain directions, like directions where workers should go and stuff.
I think Darktide is probably one of the first games that shown a 40k shower. That's a milestone.
Or a 40k toilet.
Yes, that too.
I think so. Is it on our toilets we have servitors?
Yeah,
That's
no.
like the saddest fate.
I think that was removed. That was only
That was
the
removed.
concept
Okay.
art. Yeah.
Otherwise, that's the saddest fate ever.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Toilet servitor.
Yeah, now we have a statue or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was. I love that art.
Yeah. This event has had quite a lot of iterations.
Yeah.
I barely remembered how it looked before I took it over. But it also had an iteration quite recently when we added this extra bridge, and like I tried to like spread out this like the hacking points a bit more. So I added this bridge, and also before you could pretty much stand if you could potentially have 2 hacking points in the sort of upper section, and it could be that you just stood there the entire event. So I tried to like push players around in the area more. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, huh, this wasn't here
Yeah.
at launch.
question. What do we think about pushing monstrosities into death pits using the Zealot's Core's ability? Snail accepted.
It's not something we decide, but
Well,
unless we would put railings everywhere.
yeah.
It's more like a combat thing. I think it's fun.
I also think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's a staple at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to have that sort of.
Yeah,
Yeah, you want to feel smart.
Yeah.
And yeah.
for sure. And it was a staple of Vermintide as well. So it's good tradition. I'm a hacker master.
You got right immediately. There were some things that we tried to do in this chunk originally that we had to skip. That it just didn't work. Was that we want to use the like the sides of the Limolosses going through. We wanted them to be like moving covers,
Right.
and you could fight on both sides. But that idea, unfortunately, died down. It caused some issues, but it would have been really cool.
Yeah. Yes, as a like background piece, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Still. Do you have a favorite level out of the ones you worked on?
Wanna start?
I can start. Probably Barros,
No?
because it's just quite different, I feel like. And I quite like the fortified outpost at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
It's cool.
Yeah. Also the visual art style, the bridge. Yeah. I feel like it's pretty memorable.
Yeah. I would probably say Warren. Also because it's like I talked about earlier when we saw the blockhouse. It was the first level I worked on, like way before it was released, because we built the blockout quite early. So it's like has like a nostalgic thing to me almost. But also like all the extra stuff we did later when we finally pushed it out. I really like. I liked how the events turned out. Like that they have steps to them and you're constantly pushed forward. So yeah, I would say that. And it's fun to destroy the tanks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Structure is always nice. Is there a particular like mid-event you like with designing levels for? Or how does that process
Particular mid-event?
work? Yeah. Or like a particular type of mid-event.
Okay.
If that's not too broad of a question.
I mean, it depends,
Oh.
because there's different events have different ways that we have to set them up in, and some of them are easier to set up than others. So from a dev perspective, I would say
You mean in time spent?
yes.
Yeah.
I would say decoding events. But from your game like player perspective, I would say corruptors and scanning.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I like luggables also.
And luggables, yeah.
Yeah. Like things where the player has to move around.
Yeah.
Also like I guess we more and more is trying to get to the point where the event is just like you go here and you like has more elements and more steps to them and try to make it a bit more dynamic, which I think is more fun to do also, even though it takes longer time to set up.
Since Ascension Riser, I think we started doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have more steps, more intricacies.
Have you thought about creating defensive missions using operation format with like Tarantula sentry guns? I guess that's a 40k type of sentry gun.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't remember how it was.
if we could decide, we would totally sentry guns. I don't know how much I should say. I would love to do that.
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much, but like that would be awesome to do. Yes, I would love to do it.
The one question. Can I scroll up?
Yeah.
Oh
have
my god.
Tab out. Oh,
Okay.
that's the wrong tab.
Okay.
There we go.
Thank you.
Oh, I can still play.
Oh, nice.
This is
Wow.
I think.
And it plans to reuse that objective for Clandestine Gloriana and a randomized objective setup. Maybe. I think it was really good because it changes, like it allows for more replayability. The fact that it's randomized. So if you like, why not?
Yeah, maybe I can talk about this event a bit. This has also changed quite a bit. Layout hasn't changed a ton since the first lockout it has, but since we released it, we worked about it on it again. We thought it was like a little bit too much like stay and slay. So before you got like 2 of the AA guns we were gonna take down. And we changed it to 4 and populated the area more, and then made the time you wait for reinforcement a bit longer. And then another level designer had a quick pass once and also added the monster and some other stuff. But when I blocked this out, I really wanted it to be like a more open event, because we didn't have that many big open areas, but also have separation. So you have the train that goes through the middle that separates the sides, and then you have the containers over here that separates that area a bit, and also use the train as sort of it's a cool vantage point, but you're also very vulnerable up there. There isn't that many covers, and
it's a sort of risk reward, and in that case it's risk.
A lot of risk. But,
Slight reward.
How much do you work with procedural generation? We do not work with procedural generation, so our levels are handcrafted.
Yeah, I guess damage technically is procedure. Well, it's not. No, that's the wrong.
No,
word for it. It's just generation.
It's just generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part of the level design process? I like this one. I think it's just blocking it out, because you basically put in practice your idea that you have, and you feel how it plays and you change it, and it starts as something and then it becomes something completely different.
It's also very fun to start with nothing.
Yeah.
And then when you've done it, there is something.
Exactly. Yes.
Iterating can also be fun, but it's not as rewarding as that first pass, I would say. But every part is pretty fun.
Yeah.
We can't complain.
No, but for me that's and just prototyping mechanics while doing the block out is magic.
We can just give Tim all the job titles, I agree.
Yeah, I'll gladly take them.
Should he also then get the pay for all the job titles?
I think so.
I think so too.
Multiple clip.
Yeah.
I prefer this.
He would be the richest game dev in the world.
This map has a guaranteed boss spawn at the end. Could it work for the amphitheater finale in the carnival, or maybe Ascension Risers finale? Yes, it could work.
Yeah, that's a terror event setting, right?
I wouldn't mind having more monsters.
No, yeah, definitely.
But maybe it's random. Either you get a monster, or you get 5 bulwarks or something like that.
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't have to be a monster.
No, exactly.
Be,
Like a proper challenge or something. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, there was a bug with the cinematic. I will write that down.
5 bulwarks.
We'll take clips.
5 bulwarks.
What about 20 ragers?
One guy is not happy about the bulwarks.
No,
please, less bulwarks than crushers. Said okay.
Okay, but
We're
ragers
gonna
are
give
fine
you
then.
more crushers.
We'll give them more ragers.
Oh no. I think that's my most hated enemy.
Make it 30 maulers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maulers are okay.
Bulwarks are supposed to be a pain to deal with. That's the point of them, kind of. Anything except for nobody wants bulwarks.
That's either a very well designed enemy.
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yeah. At some places it can be good to help us forcing the players into certain types of behaviors that would make certain events too easy and stuff.
Yeah.
We also like flamers and grenadiers and stuff helps with that also. Like if there's a spot, if we notice, for example, in an event that there's a spot that is easy to camp,
Yeah.
then we crank up the amount of grenadiers spawning, so you're forced to move out.
Oh.
Yeah.
They scramble.
Let's see.
We can play Smelter, I guess.
This one. What?
Here it is.
Yeah.
Why not?
Sounds good. Auric Maelstrom. Sorry, I could easily do it. I'm good at this game, but
We can do it after this.
yeah, we could. But we want to showcase the level.
Yeah.
We want to showcase the level.
But we can probably give them, that.
Next week there'll be challenges, and that will be all.
Okay, next week. Next week.
Yeah.
Wait, next week? Oh, I don't know.
Not you.
Okay, good.
This
Then
part is really cool.
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah.
This part. Sadly, we weren't up there.
The sort of trash collecting.
Yeah.
thing.
And we had to add, before we didn't have a staircase back there. It was
Oh.
just a drop. But we have 2 drops here. So it was kind of a problem with nav mesh. Because
Ah.
you need to have it kind of connect to the start. So yeah, you have a 2-way drop basically.
Yeah.
But it's literally in the same space, so you don't. Yeah. But here I think is something unique because usually at the starts we don't tend to split paths really that
No,
much.
But
Here is a lot of splits because you have two different floors. You have the street level, which is this one, and then you have the upper level. And yeah, you can.
But it's also like
You're already splitting up a lot.
we've had quite a lot of conversations about this with split paths. That if we split the path, it shouldn't take a really long time to get between them.
Yeah.
So for example, if there's one guy who's a bit stupid and walks alone and gets jumped by a dog, like you should still be able to get him before he gets downed, unless he's like super low HP or something. Like
Definitely.
I can imagine there's a lot of considerations that normal people don't see.
Yeah.
That are like ingrained into the craft.
For sure.
But like in most crafts.
This is more like because we want to spread out players, but also funnel them in at some points because we don't want people to go completely crazy and like I'm here, and they never meet each other.
Oh. Not much of a
Yeah, the coherency would not be a thing.
Yeah.
yeah, and we have places like this one. No, it's not. Okay, this is what I'm here about. I'm stupid. That later. But we have airlocks to force people together.
This part, we could actually rework it in some way and actually have you be on top of those catwalks. So we could have to add more verticality.
Yeah.
Because this could connect potentially to the previous chunk.
No?
And we could test it out and see how it would feel.
If we get the
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, time is
Time is of the essence.
I think.
Time is of the essence.
really is the most valuable resource.
But I mean, we have reworked missions and
We did
Yeah.
quite a heavy pass on like took in a lot of feedback and worked on events and certain person.
yeah, and it depends how much work it would take, but
Yeah, so how is the process for one of those reworks? Is it just, I really want to change this part, and I will pitch it to the team? Or how?
I mean, that was mostly from community feedback.
Okay,
So we tried to take it in, but there are like multiple aspects of community feedback. We have the super hardcore players, and their feedback is super valuable, but then it also has to be something that doesn't inflict, like, hurts the normal, like the normal is one word, but like the more casual player and whatnot, because that's actually the biggest group of players. So it has to be like a balance where it works for both groups.
Yeah.
and also I guess we look at data and see where do people fail, do we need to change something, is it too easy, stuff like that. So yeah, mostly feedback. And
Someone's mentioning increased elevator speed. Do we increase the elevator?
we did.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah,
Was
we
that
did.
during your work?
I'm actually surprised someone noticed that.
Yeah, that's nice. Because I didn't notice
Yes,
it.
yes. I increased it. Hope that made you happy. This part, this event, it did not have that big cage that is there that you're looking at right now. So all of this fenced thing was not a thing.
Oh.
We only had the drop there by the
Over here.
even before. So all of this was the one thing that was not connected by that bridge.
Oh.
So we connected it quite late.
It's kind of nice that we actually got 2 missions in the same zone, so we can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's actually good for the stream.
Gotta save.
It was also a good like that rework didn't hurt how you passed through it in the other chunk. Like it didn't hurt the guidance and like there's still like a pretty straightforward path that you can go around, but it's quite obvious that you're gonna go to the end. The other in consignment yard.
In consignment yard. Do you think that having a map that descends as you progress would give too much advantage to the player, or do you just think increased spawn would balance it? That descends as you progress.
Where's the question? There, okay.
So you mean like
Descents, do you mean like it's like elevation downwards?
that it's only downwards?
Kind of like in Archivum chunk, the second to last one, I guess. Where you sort of walk
Yeah.
around this big pillar downwards.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely have an advantage. But that depends on how you place covers.
It depends how
Like
you
it
build
could
the
be
layout.
really bad for you also
Yeah.
if there are tons of covers down here, but you are without covers.
Definitely.
So it depends on how you build it. But we've definitely, I think we've had some more ideas that it's like downward spiraling chunks.
But we also kind of want to vary the topologies, so we don't just make a continuous thing, because then it can become boring
Yeah.
in a way. So we could have a main direction that is descending, but then it might be we want, I don't know, some flat areas or some areas that go a bit up, just to vary it a bit.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Thank you, Voodooed, for the compliment. We have very good level and environment artists working on the game. That helps us make it more beautiful and
yeah,
workouts.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
This area is very interesting
Yeah.
because it's a multi-story thing. I don't think we have like a topology for this. It's basically
I mean, it's kind of like
it's like verticality.
yeah, like a verticality thing, but it's also like kind of maze
Yeah.
like. Sometimes it's mix of topologies.
Yeah. This is a maze plus verticality.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you design levels, you have these topologies that you.
Yeah, we have like the level is pretty much split up into 5 or 6, depending on what
Yeah.
level, that we call chunks. Maybe we've used that word a lot lately without explaining it. So like this you went through pretty much from where you destroyed the nerdly thingy.
Corruptor.
Corruptor.
Yeah.
Up until here was one chunk, and then you enter another one, and we try to like change the topology based on each chunk, and maybe change the theme a little bit, or what purpose it has in the level or in the world.
I mean, each topology might favor one playstyle and not another, so we kind of want to give that variation. So you don't just play, oh, this is the map where I'm gonna be an assault guy and just go guns blazing.
Yeah. You're just gonna spray and pray through a corridor.
Exactly.
Like,
We want to give everyone a balanced chance at winning, at enjoying their favorite playstyle.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we have different topologies in every map.
How many topologies are there when you?
Oh, there are many.
Like,
We have, I guess, corridor.
We have
These slim corridors. I guess it's self-explanatory. We have
cluster of corridors.
Yeah, that's the really slim
Yeah.
one. Then we have streets, which is more like, I guess, what is it, like 8 to... No, 8 is still...
Yeah, 8 is
still a corridor. But like
there's
12 to like 16 or something.
Yeah,
like wider.
But then if it becomes too wide, it becomes a street.
Yeah, exactly. That's
So,
what, yeah.
for example, when you go in outside the station, that is a street.
Yeah.
Because it's quite wide.
And
But it's still a corridor in the direction and flow.
And the biggest one is like we call a plaza.
Yeah.
Where it's a big open space.
Yeah.
And we have like variations of everything. So we have like side corridor or like side path kind of streets and stuff like that, where it's like a street, but there are other streets or even corridors to the side. And then we said before, like a very vertically based chunk, like the one I talked about in Archivum, like the second to last chunk before the end event. There's quite a lot of different.
There are?
Have we missed?
Yes, we have.
We have probably missed like a few,
Yes,
but
we have.
yes.
So like,
There's chasms that are
Yeah.
areas where you can have that sort of range gameplay. Because you're on one side, there's a no man's land that is literally just a void, and then the enemies on the other side.
right.
Yeah.
So like, would this be a corridor or?
This would be a corridor.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
a wide corridor.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's about 12 meters
Yeah.
wide.
I always thought that place where you just come out.
Here.
Yeah, when you look straight forward.
Oh.
That looks so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Can I swear?
It's a M-rated stream.
I've already done that.
Is it allowed?
I do kind of like not swearing because it's so silly that we're like chopping Nurgle creatures apart and
Yep.
seeing their
Yeah,
guts.
you can.
But the F word is too much.
The
I like
40k lore is so dark and insane, but they can't swear. Like it's
That's-
goofy.
I'm so thankful for that, honestly, because otherwise so much of the media or the media surrounding 40k would just be people saying fuck
Yeah.
and stuff.
In Kark.
Yeah. But like, it feels. I like pretend swear words.
What were your thoughts, by the way, about like how you place the corruptor?
I wanted to place them as far away from each other as possible. Because I wanted you to kind of go to a place, then move to the next, then maybe go back. Have that sort of gameplay, because the arena is really big in this case. And yeah, the intention was for you to go through it and like find your way, and while you find your way you have to fight through enemies. And now that it changed, I think that it became even better, because now you have to decide, okay, do we go here, do we go left, do we go right? You know, it incentivized that a lot more compared to before, where you basically only had one direction where you have to go. Now you have to make a decision, and if you want to split the team, you're taking a risk.
And especially with pubs. I played this after rework and we were like, whoop, 3 people died immediately.
So you have to decide.
Yeah. I like that. Risk and reward.
Yeah.
Once again.
Like the comment, just make a mission where you raid a demon Kulo by. I'm bad at that.
Yeah, I have no idea
Demon
what that
Club.
is.
It's like, Tim, do you know what it is?
Yeah, but I think that's a
It's
Dark
like the
Elder thing.
darkest 40k lore. No,
Yeah.
isn't that the chaos when they try to create new chaos space marines? If the guy commented, can correct me. It's like one of the darkest lore things ever.
No.
I don't know. We can't do that. It's too insane. I think. Yeah.
We have some.
Maybe I'm a fake fan.
We have some
Yeah.
old questions here. Would the operational style mission where the team pushes an explosive payload through the map akin to Team Fortress 2 would be a feasible mission project for Warhammer? It would be a feasible project for Warhammer.
Escort mission.
Yeah.
I love these smelters. It's
Do you have the freedom of adding Easter eggs? And if yes, can you tell us one? There is one that it's not really.
Has anybody found it?
I
Have you seen anything like online?
they have found it because it's not really that well hidden.
Then you can tell it, maybe.
I mean, if you go for scriptures and grimoires, you have probably found it. It's in Logistratum. Once you go down the... Is it in Logistratum? Yeah, it's in Logistratum. When you go down the staircase that goes towards the station, in Chasm Station, but then in Logistratum you take a right towards the elevator shaft. If you go to that staircase and then circle back, then there is like a place where we put some skull and bones of like animals and like humans that stay there in a pile of ash, which is kind of interesting. But if you go for scriptures and grimoires, you will find that list.
Jacopo, which was the hardest mission to design?
Which was the hardest mission to design?
That's a good question.
I mean, for me, Rolling Steel.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yes.
100%.
Even though it's very short, it has complexity to it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's when I designed it, I knew that it would be a double-edged sword because it, like, my intent was that you actually had to sync and have your team be in like communication and you have to do this, like, push through together. Which I get that in some cases in PUM games it can be pretty hard. But I think it's also something a bit different than the normal. It's a really good normal gameplay. So that was the hardest one.
I think for me, I'm not going to talk about the mission. I'm going to talk about an event, the mid event in Archivum, and all the doors opening and closing.
Yep.
Yes, that was a thing. It was. I think it's very hard for anyone else to open that mission or that chunk and see we have what's called with level flow, which is pretty much
basically
that's something we can talk about. Yeah. It's pretty much, if you've ever worked in Unreal Engine, it's like blueprints, but it's like simple coding done visually. So we don't write anything; it's just nodes that we link up.
Visual scripting. I'm
scripting.
Sure everyone knows.
And that event is it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
It's
maybe we can post the screen of our beautiful spaghetti.
I think the worst spaghetti in the game is in the prologue during one of the cutscenes. So you won't be worse. And I gave that to the community managers.
Yeah.
So you won't be the worst example of flow in the game that we've publicly shown. Should be fine. What have you worked on? Oubliette. And we'll go for that.
Oubliette.
Yeah.
Or
we have not done the puzzle in Smelter Complex.
Oh no, we're fake.
Oh, I forgot it. We actually didn't do it in...
No.
But you just activated 2 showers. And
I messed it up.
Now we have bots and we can't do it here.
Oh no. Maybe someone will
but I mean, I would love to hear feedback on the puzzles or like reworks.
Yeah.
If you have any...
Yeah, what was that added?
It was added...
It was like in April, I think. Like something around there, when we had the penance rework.
Yeah, the penance rework, exactly.
This chunk has got a lot of reworks. The earliest version of this chunk was pretty much like one long, like bending kind of tunnel with like water running through the middle of it. And after Blockout, it was like I had to help a little bit and do the first like art pass, and it was so hard to art because of all the weird angles that we just like scrapped the entire thing and built this instead. But this turned out really cool. It's a chunk I love. So like the basis for this was actually built by Level Art, and then I went in and sort of like made it like good for gameplay and guidance and all that.
I think it's quite tricky to actually make guidance work in pipes that kind of look all the same. So
Now we have a teammate, Krieger.
Nice.
It's interesting. I always find myself getting stuck over here when I'm playing this on animation.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Note taken.
Yeah.
And then fighting my way out and getting shot in pieces.
I think as long as you know where the exit is, and you go to a certain, but if you go to a certain different place because you don't know where you're going, then it's an issue.
Yeah, no, I go there. I don't know. I get funned by the enemies rather than not knowing. It's a
Super swarmed in that spot, like in the just where you entered or the area before.
I think
Curious.
corner. Maybe?
What? No, I was just reading chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super Swarm, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like
Where
this
teams at?
concept.
Okay, yeah.
Only issues players often rushing ahead to fit hectic on higher difficulty. It is, from my experience, a good mix of puzzles right now.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, but I mean, puzzles I think go kind of against our,
Yes,
hectic combat. So yeah, for sure.
I think the new group finder helps a bit.
Yeah.
Find people who
Like
maybe
one.
want to do puzzles. Or
Yeah,
do dances
definitely.
or stuff like that.
I really like them in Darktide, so it's great to have them in Darktide. They're more complex in Darktide, I think.
Okay, yeah. I don't think I've played all of them in Vermintide.
No?
Yeah.
I think it was
Some
mostly
of them
jumping
are
puzzles.
Some of them might be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love doing the jumping puzzles.
Yeah.
We have different opinions about jumping. I love them, and
Yeah. No, I am not a fan.
Why not? It's fun to jump.
Yes.
It is fun to jump, but I don't know. I like doing like complex stuff.
Oh.
Like I don't know. The puzzle
are
in
you
this.
saying jumping
it is-
puzzles is for simpletons?
I mean,
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
no, but I mean, I like doing stuff where you actually have to like cooperate.
Yeah.
I mean, when I designed this one, I was playing a lot of those games like We Were Here Forever, where you have to play with another other person
Yeah.
and like solve puzzles together. And I have to say, I have to tell the symbol that I'm seeing right now. And how do I tell that? You know, communication.
Yeah.
Fear not, pilgrims.
So where is the... I never do puzzles, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It's
Yeah, we
Is
can
it up
tell
here?
when it's
yeah, it's
Yeah.
you have to go. You have to go.
like this mid event has had a lot of. I mean, I wouldn't say it has had a lot of reworks. It has gone from not being a mid event to me making it into a mid event. There wasn't much of anything here. It was like a place you need to jump over something, and we felt like we needed something, and we didn't want another elevator. This is kind of funny. We didn't want another elevator, so we just made an unnecessarily complex roller stairs that come down.
Rolling platform.
It's kind of cool to see it come down, but it's like part of me thinks, why would you build us there? Like, why wouldn't you just have?
And then
I've been thinking one thing is like that they're locking certain parts of the sort of like hab complex below so that you can't get down to them. But that's me thinking like an after construction more than anything.
I like that actually.
I did the jumping puzzle in Archive of Secrets.
That's true.
Yeah.
You actually did
Yeah.
one, and that one is really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that one you still have to be two at
Yeah,
least.
yeah.
Because you need to press the levers and
I remember some people really hate jumping puzzles. So
Yeah.
I'm sure they're
I'm always
very
happy.
Yeah.
I remember even like in Guild Wars 2 and other things like that. I love the jumping puzzles.
First-person jumping puzzles are a bit tougher, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I'm gonna say there are games that add jumping puzzles, but they're not good games to jump in.
Yeah.
And then it can be annoying. Like if you have very like weird floaty jumps or
Yeah.
like you almost slide a bit when you land and it's like it's clearly not built for it.
Yeah, practically all PS1 platformers are like that.
One mutant at a time.
well, you made it
Word.
past the stairs.
They went up.
They did go up.
Yeah.
This place also had some.
Oh,
Oh no! What did? Why?
Wait, he found the... Yeah.
Why?
I really
He just had it. He's like, this is too much.
Yeah, big pass him into death. He did it. In one shot.
This place also we had to rebuild a little bit. I actually think people might remember rebuild because first you went up the spiral stair and you just went straight forward. This is probably one of the most boring reasons for why we would have rebuilt something, but something that's even needed. It's like performance. It was quite laggy, that section. And we needed to like block out and sort of unload this pair of parts before you and not see the entire thing because you could like, it was quite problematic.
And if it's not performance, it's enemies popping in. And I'm sure you've all seen them.
At some point, We try to avoid it as much as possible. We have like a limit of like 80 meters. So usually we try to not show more than 80 meters forward in the path.
So we either have to put a visual blocker or you taking another path. So we have to build the levels with that in mind always. But
I agree fully with Civil.
That's very true. It is the way it is. Because it should be the way.
Also, never looked at the stairs during this segment. I had no idea they were animated.
Yeah, me neither.
That feels like a failure from our side.
But we often do stuff that people don't notice.
Yeah, but also it's also Darktide, and it's quite often we do this super cool thing. And there's constantly foxwalkers and everything coming towards you, so you don't even see it. And we're like,
It's our struggle.
But there's those two people that do see it and like, whoa. I will say Vanguard is a dev, so that was an internal knowledge jump, I think.
You can see it by the
the portrait frame.
Oh,
so that was actually
100%.
Welcome to the party, pal.
He just
we think it's our programmer.
This one
who works closely with us levels.
He always has to troll us.
Yes.
I think we should be on a stream, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure.
Just bring him here.
He's a great guy.
And he also plays really well. So.
Yes.
Oh, he could.
I mean,
he's better than all of us.
He's one of the best people at the office, right?
So. Oh, he put a heart.
I wonder what dark event of your past so in your fellows.
And now we come to the place I talked about before.
Yeah, the judgment.
I can tell you when we come to the speed court part.
That's such a...
I'm imagining it like, those sort of like quick speed wedding thingies in Las Vegas. Like a courtroom version of that. 'Cause that's how I imagine 40k justice would actually be.
Yeah, swift.
I think
and then just.
The next room has one of my favorite demon host spawns. It looks, especially when you play this in with darkness and stuff, and you have it spawned in the middle of the room. It looks really, really cool.
Yeah, all demon host spawns are manual playthrough.
Yes, but it randomizes.
Yeah. It's basically like the pickups. They spawn at certain places, but it randomizes every time.
Same thing with monsters.
And same things with exactly.
Like green demon. What's called the plague ogre.
Plague ogre,
And a big snail.
Any plans to fix the super OP skips on consignment yard?
Please tell us what the OP skips are. We want to know that. Yes.
Tackle on your...
Write a report. Or something.
We have a forum. Fatshark forum.
Yes. We love to fix.
Or put it on Reddit. I read it.
You read it?
Yeah, I read it.
Yeah, me too. It's a super good source of info.
Yeah.
And memes.
Yeah, lots of good memes.
Lots of good.
Yeah. Now you're overlooking the speed court hall that leads straight into the prison. I really like this space.
Yeah.
Pretty cool space.
Was there ever an idea of static traps in the maps? static traps in the maps?
You mean like
Like,
you would get caught with a net, or like what the?
no, I guess like something that you place on the ground, and that would, I don't know, slow down enemies maybe?
Oh, it's like we can place. Or
I don't know. Yeah. Elaborate on that, please.
yes, because we have. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
When designing levels, did you?
Yeah, the last room was a code room. Yes. And then you go straight, and then you're just like guilty, and now you're straight into the exits.
Did we ever take the existence of smoke grenades into consideration when designing levels? No, because the grenades came in after we designed the levels.
I mean, most of them.
Yeah, at least the ones that we released before before the Padmist rework. So
Yeah. And here we have the blockout area.
Yeah.
But
exactly.
final. Maybe we.
Yes.
Is this a bad idea? Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is. But
Okay.
sorry, I give up.
But it looks very similar. You still have the same pipes going over and the same sort of area and the mid, what's it called, panopticon, which is a very fancy word.
Oh.
it is.
It is a panopticon, yeah.
Whoa.
Like, panopticon is sort of like, it was like these
It's
prisons, I think it was like French prisons, where they had this sort of like round
Structure in the middle.
exactly, and they had the pillar in the middle that they can see all the jail cells, so they have like full
Yeah.
surveillance. I guess that's less needed now when you have surveillance cameras and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
In 40k, you
Yes.
need the panoptic. No.
Oh, wait, is this before? No.
Yeah.
Our friendly programmer is still behind you, I think.
Yeah.
Well, but now we can talk about drops, I guess.
Yeah. I can bring up the concept art.
Yeah,
This was intended.
yeah.
This is exactly.
Whoa, beautiful.
It looks very similar to
Yeah.
the
But I mean,
Just like the game.
I mean, this is exactly what we want with drops.
Yeah.
So you don't split up.
Yeah.
That's something we could talk about. We
yeah.
have had questions of why we have quite a lot of drops.
Yeah. And the airlocks also, I guess.
Yeah, because they push the group together.
Yeah.
That's like, and if you're like looking at other stuff, not focusing the game, like maybe Tim was doing
Yeah.
now, you can get caught by a hound or something.
Or a trapper. Or,
Yeah. So it pushes groups together.
And you need, if you drop together.
Yeah.
And airlocks is a bit older, I guess, because it could be for performance, it could be for bringing everyone together. It has, I think, a bigger range of purposes than.
Clean about her.
But they sort of do the same thing. They funnel people and they bring them together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take that Medicaid.
Yeah, I need it. This situation is
Perfectly planned moment, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a professional. I'll have you know.
I mean, you're not listening to the game, so
No.
we can forgive.
It's always funny to see. I don't think he cares if he says it. Say his name. Svante, our programmer here. That he's usually way in front of the group.
Yeah, look at him. Look at
And
him.
now he's behind. I don't know what's happening.
He knows I will get caught.
Yeah.
He's being very supportive.
Yeah.
He's on his best behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic co-op.
He's trying to help us. That's good.
Yeah. So here, so the design for these boss arenas, are they? It feels like that might be pretty tough, or is it just make it flat?
We kind of need to have like a kind of open area.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember building this one. Was like, I think the first idea was just it would be cool to just go up with the elevator and you're still in the same space with the Ailson. But this up here is more area where sort of like, I guess there would be like more jail guards or whatever you want to call it. And this is where he like the boss holds up, because that's the point of the mission, to infiltrate the station and kill him. But I guess for a gameplay purpose, we want them to have like kind of an open area, but still like have this sort of like different places of it. So you have sides and you have the very open middle.
You have the enemies coming from the side.
Exactly. And originally there was actually like higher steps to the side, where the stairs are. But, and in some places there weren't stairs at all, so you had to jump up. and people internally hated it. So just to make it smoother when you play melee and you want to like dodge backwards and stuff, we just added stairs pretty much all around and lowered it a bit, make it better for combat. Yes, disposable unit is amazing. It's really, it's a banger.
Probably my favorite song in the game. Very mainstream opinion, but for a good reason.
Captain Dan is no more.
Rest in peace. I always find it funny that they have like Scandinavian names.
Yeah.
So, are we the baddies?
Are there any albums who's ever had an Italian theme?
No.
I don't think.
I guess you're not the baddest.
No.
Yeah.
Good.
There's only Torbjorns and...
Yes.
But like, I did this. Whoa. Lighting was weird.
Cool.
Yeah. Yes.
Look at his
Mirrors.
fierce pose. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
We still didn't do the puzzle though.
No, right. I saw some buttons. I
We
pressed the
should
buttons.
have said something.
Yeah.
Yes.
I saw buttons. I pressed the buttons, and I didn't win. All right. Yeah. You can get a captain named Joachim. I'm pretty sure we have like.
Maybe we have it already.
Yeah. I wonder what the list is pulled from. Like if we just took like Swedish names.
Yeah, I think that's probably what we
But it's not only Swedish names, right?
I think there's a bit of nerdliness in there.
Yeah.
I think they have like Skagerrak. I mean, that's
that's like the most Swedish thing ever, to be like, we don't want to point anyone else to be the enemies. We just take our own. That's like very Swedish.
And to be fair, like the Moby and Sixth are the coolest bad guys ever. So I'm proud Moby and Sixth there. Do we have time for one more? Do you want to play one more?
Sure.
How do you feel?
Let's see what's on the...
One more?
Okay, one more.
Well, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm up for it.
We do have
I mean,
but...
you're playing, so...
Yeah.
We have
we have
Warhammer, of course. Internally known as Raid.
Which
we
one
have Archivum. It's furthest to the left.
Archivum?
But is there anyone else you know that you wanna see and talk about?
I mean, these are all...
We could play a Auric if you want to.
Oh, there's a
Auric Rolling Steel.
Oh,
that's a good idea.
I mean, that's...
Ending it.
Oh my
God.
God.
That's the perfect end.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Honestly. This
I want to see the chat guess how many minutes Tim will survive.
Yeah, actually, that's a good
It depends on my teammates.
Yeah.
It's an intensity, just so you know.
Yeah, I saw.
3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. I've seen
3 minutes.
Yeah. 8. That's very positive.
No, but that's an emoji though.
Ah, okay.
No,
okay.
yeah.
Warcraft 3 player sighted.
We all just want.
That's Dingo. Yeah, I play Hearthstone, so I know it too. I played, and they made Murlocs not overpowered, and then I stopped.
I want to start a timer and see if 3 minutes fits.
Yeah.
Let's start the timer.
You are timed, so.
Yes. Yeah,
Do you feel the pressure? Yeah, good. And this mission is probably one that puts a lot of pressure.
Yes, I think I need the sound, and I need to hear the great song. That's now on YouTube.
But it's good, because then Jacob was the main little level designer for the mission. So it's a good mission to talk about.
And you will have 3 minutes to talk.
Yeah, but it's going to be really hard.
Yeah, it's intense.
You're the one with the real time pressure. I wish.
That train isn't on the schedule.
Let's start the timer as soon as you open the door.
You're dropping in.
No pressure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we updated the soundtrack on Steam as well. So if you have the
Oh, that's nice.
The soundtrack on Steam, you will have the new Rolling Steel music as well.
Yeah?
It's
Do you,
so cool.
do you ever go up there, by the way?
Never. Whenever I do, I usually die.
Wow.
Not
Not
that
because...
early. It's also like a vantage point.
Oh, no, that's what happens.
Oh,
And I'm playing on controller, by the way.
yeah.
You're excused.
Yes.
Thank you. I don't need excuses. It's a
Push,
reason.
push.
Yes.
You're losing time already.
That's true, that's true. Oh,
Already
still in.
lose.
So when should you close the book?
When you feel like you have too much pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I gotta say, Rolling Steel is probably one of my favorite missions.
It is really cool.
It's so unique.
Yeah.
And
It's also
nice
nice to have like a short mission
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah.
And I like that it's so simple. You just go on the train this way.
I like this corner. My wife is Swedish and calls the baddies surströmming-kille.
It's that is surströmming slander, and I will not stand for it.
Have you
Surströmming is
ever
good.
eaten surströmming?
Yeah, I kind of like it.
I don't know if it's because I'm from south of Sweden or something,
Oh.
but I've never smelled it. I've never had
Oh.
it in my vicinity.
Fake sweet.
Yes, yeah, fake sweet.
This is. Yeah, I mean, it's cool.
Me neither, but
I mostly heard bad things about it.
Yeah, it's a delicacy, so you need to get used to it. I will say though, like it's if you eat it correctly, and it's the same thing with the century egg. I've heard. If you eat it correctly on like with potatoes and stuff, it's actually kind of tasty. It just tastes salty.
depends what
Yeah,
you
good
put it with, like the side that you have. I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
Potatoes are make it better, I guess.
Exactly,
Yeah.
potatoes and
I think
bread.
it's going really well for you.
Yeah, I'm just so good.
You have the most
push, push.
HP in the group.
Push through, push through.
Yeah, right. We gotta go fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, my team is pretty slow.
Yeah, I mean you're carrying them. I feel like.
This is now. Let's not.
Yeah.
Let's not jinx it. It's because I'm playing with the Sweat Lord
Yeah, but now you have full
loadout.
Yeah.
Is someone doing the I mean, someone has to
don't
do
think so.
the
Yeah.
mini game.
Oh, I'll do it. No, protect me.
Oh no.
Emperor, protect me. Oh, I can't see the... Okay, no, but we have plenty of time. This is easy.
You think so?
Yeah. This is like one of the most difficult parts of the level. It's just after.
Yeah,
After this.
yeah, the luggables
Yes.
are terrible.
Well, thank you.
They fulfill their purpose perfectly.
I just have to show it's about 3 minutes.
Wait!
Yeah.
Do I get any money for that?
No, but actually, the laggable part is the part where people die the most.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
I like it.
You
I don't-
can have a tendency to get like kind of like sandwiched in between enemies there.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you split up, like, if you're running out of time, you split up, and then you die, because you get stressed. It works very well with the timer, I think,
Yeah.
as an objective. And if you're really good, then you can split up and succeed. I'm really good at this game.
It's just me watching right now. It goes just as well as when you're playing once.
Yeah, it's going better. I died more.
Yeah.
Or almost.
someone needs to push the lever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I didn't get the trap.
Oh, we also have a bot. So
Oh, ultra hold up. Yeah, someone left. Okay.
I guess the main guess was 3 minutes and I was into 4. So
Yeah.
I am like, go.
I think nobody can complain about Tim not being good at this.
They can. They should.
I think you're wasting too much time, Tim.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm running out of
I
time.
think that, yeah.
It is now. It's getting kind of hairy.
Yes. Can you do the jump?
No. Yes, I can. But I don't. Do I need to? No, I don't need to.
Oh yeah, okay.
They've got
Jason
this.
there.
My teammates. Well, I'm shooting 2 guys upstairs. They're fighting for their lives down here.
I'm a simple man. I see a jump, I want to jump. Okay.
Wow, we got 2 snipers now. Oh, 3 snipers.
I think they're too far away to get affected by their...
Yeah. No. I'm just protecting. I was hoping.
Oh yeah.
Okay, but we're...
You still alive at least.
This is yeah.
Okay,
Okay, you did it.
nice. Good job, team.
Just
They might snipe you when you're running through the little
Yeah,
corridor.
I'll just...
green frame.
Yeah.
Literally the difference.
Soon it's open.
It's my archetype. No, Gestalt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be really close.
Yeah. Oh.
Go, 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 go.
I think I'll trace and grab. Okay, mission complete.
Can't leave that plasteel behind.
Leave no plastic behind.
Exactly.
Where's am I? I'm being a zealot right now and running ahead, but
Yeah.
you need
I mean,
to.
you kind of
That's the
need to,
thing.
but
Yeah.
now you're split.
Yes.
Now, if you get caught or something, you're
It's Joe.
yeah. But if you don't place the hacking device soon, I'm decoding this.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, now you're. Oh my god.
Oh god.
You're still alive?
Yes, I'm. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, there was a hang ledge at least last time.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
oh yeah, I got.
Oh.
That was brutal. that was my.
Okay, so 6 minutes.
Mess
not
up.
good.
Oh, I played like
6
such a zealot.
minutes.
Sorry.
But you
I mean,
basically made
you
it
went
to the end.
double the
Yeah.
time that people guessed.
I made it to the end, but I threw it. If I had just stayed together with the team.
So you're twice as good as they expect from you.
Yeah, that's. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Even though I threw the game.
I think we wouldn't get 6 minutes with controller.
No, no.
Not with
No,
controller.
no, no.
I died, so we got to see the nice
Yeah.
explosion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I wrote.
That you made.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted to showcase my work.
Yeah.
It's all planned.
Yeah.
All in the plan. Believe in the plan.
Yeah.
My prediction was incorrect. Yes, of course, because you didn't. Well, maybe you bet that I would win, and if that, in that case, I'm very sorry. Yeah.
Oh, I did.
Sorry. No. Sorry for bad plays. Doom. Lead speak because I'm lead.
Yes.
All right. Your plan was to make the train explode or design it? Design it, right? Right. Well, I designed the scene. Kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the failure.
Yeah, and I did spawn put out the explosions.
Yeah.
The VFX people did the actual explosion.
Yeah.
Delayed it and made it a bit bigger.
Yeah. But this mission has been like a thing that Jacopo has like tried to do for quite a while before we got it done.
No.
Yeah. And I mean, you can read how we came up with the idea and all that stuff.
There's a good
Yeah, there's a epilogue on it.
No. It's really. Really good one. So I think that's it. Let's see if I can get us to the big people screen. Trademark. There we go. Yeah. So
Should we announce the? No, we already did announce the winners. So.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So
I was
yeah,
like,
it's a good reminder though. So everyone who won, we had a little game. If you joined later, we had a little game early on where we showed some blockouts and people had to guess which mission it was. And if you won that, you will get a ping now after the stream. So that's really nice. Yeah. Thank you so much for joining
No,
us.
thank you.
It was a great time.
Thank the audience. There was a lot of
Thank chat.
nice comments, and it warms our small dev hearts.
Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Yeah.
I guess they're normal sized hearts, but
Yeah. Hopefully, otherwise.
yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. No, it's as always. It's so much fun to see.
Yeah.
See you guys.
And if you have feedback or anything, just post it. Reddit, forums.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of us crazy.
We
people
read a
it.
lot of it. Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We try to read all of it.
It doesn't seem like we do, but we do.
Yeah.
Sometimes we read it and we're like, this would be cool to do, but we don't have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're working on like new stuff. Yeah.
It's the reality.
Yes.
It is life. Yeah, but thank you so much for
Yeah.
watching. Thank you for playing the game. And we will see you next week apparently with some a new stream. Or was it next week?
Challenges.
Yeah.
Challenges.
Challenges Thursday next week. Next week. It's happening. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching.
See you.
Thank
See you.
Bye.